next year, the forecast, we're looking at 1.1 million negative balance. Now that will be affected by any additional money that is carried over from this year, other than what we projected. And if the auditor certificate is somewhat lower, then it's based on 98% of collection on the taxes. That's what he certifies. But there will have to be cuts for next year again, and because we can end the year with a $1.1 million negative balance. I gave him the information of when the filing deadlines would be in May for the August election, and the deadlines for the November election, depending on when they wanted to go. A couple of the board members commented that if the levy was actually put on the ballot in August, then they would have a better picture of what the school year would be next year. It's kind of hard to adjust the school year in November, even if it was the half. Just looking at what would take the district out 5 years, the amount that was on that forecast was 5.75.
It would be 5.75 mils.
Yes. I believe in April we'll put together a couple other scenarios for them to look at.
I never look forward to making cuts in any budget, especially the fact where it impacts our students. We're at a point right now that we don't have much more to cut without cutting into the actual curriculum. We are taking a close look at all of our budgets once again. We're going to take a look at the people that, when we do have retirements, we're looking at those. Can we, through attrition, do we have to hire somebody because somebody retires? We're looking at all those issues. We're paying close attention to our enrollment. Our enrollment in kindergarten is down. We're looking at staffing at that level. So hopefully, through some attrition, hopefully through, again, an additional sharpened pencil to our budget, we're going to try to see what we can do to make that $1.1 million even less. The treasurer's forecasts are very conservative, and they have to be, just in case there are additional shortcomings. Hopefully we can get by with a minimal amount of reductions again. As far as additional millage, that number hasn't been determined yet. If we're looking at restoring some of the cuts that we've had over the years, we're looking at probably replacing in that millage that she was discussing would include restoring 4 positions at the high school that we've cut. We certainly want to get 5 board members a consensus moving forward that they can all agree on the dollar amount. Number one, and number two, I'd like to get a consensus. 5 board members to agree that this is the dollar amount we need moving forward, and yes, this is the opportunity to put a tax issue on in August. Some people get anxious about putting a tax issue on in August. We're in a unique situation in the district based on the tragedy we just had. It would be great if we could get the tax issue on in August, and with some luck and some further communication of our need,